Hi, this is a reading from my most recent novel, A Dark Matter, which was out in January of 2020. It's about three women who have to take over the running of a funeral directors and a private investigators when the patriarch of the family dies. So it's from 3 points of view, Dorothy, Jenny and Hannah. I'm going to read a bit from quite near the start. It's from Dorothy's point of view, and she's in the embalming room of the funeral home with her husband Jim's remains. She turned back to Jim's remains, picked up a 4-inch shard of white bone. It was as light as balsa wood but solid, all the organic content and moisture vaporised. She held it up to the light, turned it in her fingers. It had one straight edge and one gently curved, and was wider at one end than the other, with a round indentation at the wide end like it might have been a socket for a ball joint. The narrow end was sharp and she pushed her thumb against it, felt the pain. She kept pushing until it broke the skin, watched as a droplet of her blood spread along the tip of the bone, darkening it. She sucked her thumb and put the bone in the pocket of her cardigan. She thought of all the atoms from Jim's body now floating in the sky across Edinburgh, rising into the upper reaches of the atmosphere. She thought of other atoms from his pyre dropping onto the soil in their garden, their neighbours' gardens. She thought of the atoms in the brush Archie used to tidy up, the atoms stuck in her own hair, on her clothes, her shoes, in her nose and ears and throat. She licked her pinky finger and dipped it in the dust on the tray, then sucked it. He tasted of bonfires and dirt, all that was left of 50 years together. She breathed deeply and looked at the embalming table alongside, bottles of chemicals and pumps lined up on the far workstation, razors, scissors, creams and sprays, the collapsible gurney they brought the bodies in on. Collecting bodies was a two-person job, Jim and Archie, for years. Now someone else would have to step in, maybe her. She'd done the funeral arranging together with Jim for years, but she hadn't got as involved with the body side of the business. She was good at logistics, good with people, had worked for the company part-time on and off her whole life, while raising Jenny at the same time. Indy could step up. She was training to be a funeral director anyway. She was small but strong, tough in a way none of the Skells were. Dorothy saw it in her the moment they met, same with Archie. All part of their extended surrogate family, a family that had now lost its heart. She left the room, switching the light out on her husband, the ashen taste of him still on her tongue, his sharp bone with her blood on it, nestled in her pocket.